Undertale is undoubtedly one of the most influential games ever created, even though it's only been around for about 10 years. Wait, has it really been that long? From this game grew a fanbase so large that at one point it felt like they were everywhere. If they wanted, they could have assimilated smaller fandoms like Steven Universe into their own. Pretty nice of them not to have done that. While it may not be the largest fanbase, especially nowadays, it was certainly one of the most vocal. But this kind of popularity has not only weighed down on the game's creator, but Undertale seems to be destined to always be misunderstood by its fans. The creator of Undertale, Toby Fox, says that he would be perfectly comfortable with never making a game as successful again. He says, "I didn't want Undertale to become tiring for people or to be spoiled before anyone ever got a chance to play it." Basically, he didn't want to have another FNAF situation on his hands. Undertale's popularity quickly overwhelmed him. He experienced a significant amount of guilt from feeling so stressed out about the game's success. As he put it, he was feeling like a little dog scared by the lightning. However, Toby was glad to see the impact that Undertale had on players. For him, it was one of the most important parts of the game's success. And he was also touched by the community's creations. I hope that he liked that Swap Fresh Sans fanart from 2016. Personally, I don't like to draw conclusions about people who I don't know, but Toby seems like a very social person. Up until the moment when I started researching for this video, I thought that Undertale's success has made him mostly unhappy. It was a relief to know that this wasn't the case. This game means a lot to me. I can't imagine what my life would be like without it. Maybe I would be someone normal. But honestly, I never really thought too much about what the story of Undertale actually means. And lately fans have started to reevaluate the message of the game. Many people have concluded that Toby Fox doesn't want players to interact with the game after a few playthroughs. Although this is an exaggeration, but the idea really comes down to this. The phrase "don't you have anything better to do" is basically a challenge for any players who's even slightly interested. Flowey is basically telling you to leave the characters alone, but that mysterious game is just too tempting to leave. You paid for this game after all, and you love it, so you want to explore every last bit of it. That's understandable. And let's face it, treating fictional characters like they are real people would be crazy.
Foreshadowing as a narrative device.
Obviously, Toby Fox knew that this would happen if the game became popular. Popular? I hardly know her. Fuck. When asked about his thoughts on how fans reacted to Undertale, he replied, "Seems like standard fandom stuff to me. It makes me believe that the game's message is not literally stop playing after the good ending. There is an element of this, of course, since the game wants to test the love for these characters that the player has. But in my opinion, the game actually just tells us not to obsess too much. Play the game until you feel satisfied and move on with your life."
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
And here I am doing the exact opposite. After so many years, I still gush over this little video game, still waiting for the second coming of Gaster while binge-watching Deltarune theories. It seems like no, I have nothing better to do. I am still clinging to my childhood, hoping that the new game will satisfy my old self. 123_abc.ogg is kinda haunting me. It's a simple file that was asking players not to data mine the game and not to spoil it on the internet.
Hello, have some respect and don't spoil the game.
It's impossible to have mysteries nowadays.
After the release, the audio changed to laughter. Toby is laughing because everything happened just as he expected. To me, this file is a symbol of the fact that I will forever be left as a mere observer. Toby Fox is 3 steps ahead and I'm trying to put the pieces together like it's the imagined dragons puzzle from that one Germa stream. But maybe it's not so bad, you know. Trying to analyze every single pixel in those games really makes me happy. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one feeling this way. It's a really complex subject for me. I feel like I'm both complicating and simplifying things at the same time. But I hope that making these videos will help me understand Undertale and Toby Fox better, and help me understand myself too. I'm also really interested to hear what other people think, so please leave a comment if you have anything to say. Have a great rest of your day.